Is this an Easter?
Yes, it
kind
wouldn't
of
be
thing?
Easter without a what do you call it, a faith-based movie. So
There
there's-
aren't that many, are there?
well, yeah, the Passion of the Christ and the Easter story. Yeah, loads. Anyway, so the story is.
I was unconvinced by your list.
Thank you.
There.
You remember back in 2004 when Passion of the Christ broke all those box office records, and did incredibly well, and was incredibly grueling and incredibly sort of tough and difficult. So this basically picks up where that left off. The crucifixion has pretty much happened, and Joseph Fiennes plays a Roman tribune who is sent to investigate claims that the person whom he saw die has in fact risen from the dead. So he then goes to investigate whether or not the empty tomb is somehow some kind of setup, or what's happened. Here's a clip.
Bring the Arimathean.
You! Get the Arimathean.
As if they burst.
Tribune! See this?
Where has he gone? You tell me. The body, was it anointed? We have no time. We just wrapped him with myrrh and aloe. That's what you see. Sweat and herbs. Bring it. I want nothing touched here. Post a watch, and everything leaving Jerusalem searched. Arrest anyone claiming the Nazarene lives and find out where they heard it. Yes, Tribune.
So basically what then follows is this story of Joseph Fiennes' character going around meeting various disciples, trying to find out what, and being told that what he has to do, being told by Pilate that what he has to do is quash any potential insurrection by suggesting that anything supernatural has happened, and discovering whether or not something, supernatural or unnatural or miraculous has happened. I mean, it's a funny film. It's kind of soft of heart and certainly of script. And its flaws are many indeed. I mean, there are times in which it sort of seems to be more goofy than it ought to be. Some of the special effects are shall we say, not entirely well done. It has a little bit of a kind of let's do the show here feeling about it. However, that said, there have been many worse faith-based movies than this. I think its heart is essentially in the right place. It's ramshackle, and I don't think it's anything that has sort of lasting value. But as a sort of interesting, different take, albeit one which is a little bit,
Is it designed and made for faith people of faith who would think this is going? I would like to go. It's Easter. I'd like to go and see that, or is it for the general audience?
I think it's trying to straddle both, and I think that's why I said, I mentioned Passion of the Christ, because the extraordinary thing about Passion of the Christ was that it had this unbelievable box office heft. It did incredibly well at the box office, and ever since then, people have been trying to reproduce that sense of saleability, and it hasn't happened. I don't think this says this hasn't got anything like, but I think what it's trying to do is to be a sort of mainstream film that is also playing to the faith-based audience, and so there's an element of mystery about what's going on, although it's actually not that mysterious, as you probably know. But I mean, some people have been very down. Some people have been very sniffy about it. I don't think it's good by any means, but I don't think it's terrible. I have certainly seen worse.